And welcome everybody to St. Margaret's Arena in Tantallon, Nova Scotia for the game between your Moncton Thunderbirds and the Martello Buccaneers of the U16 AAA Nova Scotia League. The Buccaneers sitting at the bottom of the Nova Scotia division of the U16 League. And the Thunderbirds sitting in third position in the New Brunswick PEI version of that league. As we look towards the opening face-off, Connor Walsh in the face-off dot, with Cormier and Ward Levi out there, as well as Laird and Zvoneveld on the blue line as we open this game up. Zvoneveld with it. He'll move it up the left wall, as the Buccaneers will go to work in the neutral zone here and are able to dump it in behind the net of Jacob Plould. Laird back on the back check here as they work it up to Cormier. Cormier is going to pull it off the wall. He goes rink wide for Ward Levi. He'll pick it up on the left wall here and chip it down in behind the goal line. Cormier in on the forecheck here as the Buccaneers move it up the wall, held in by Zvoneveld. Cormier with it now as he shakes off a check. Ward Levi in there. Walsh. And now the Buccaneers into the Thunderbird zone as they hang on, fire a shot. It's off a stick and out of play. And it looks like that's going to be ruled off a Thunderbirds player, and that draw will stay inside at the 42 seconds into the game.
Fresh legs out here for your Thunderbirds. We're just missing Kogan LeBlanc tonight. I think we have a full roster minus Kogan, is that right?
Yeah, I think you're right, absolutely. And somebody else returning to the roster, JW.
Oh, yeah.
On the broadcast here. Nice to have you back, Jonathan.
You mean, I was like, who do we get?
Was this a part-time JW you're saying?
As that's dumped in behind the net there, Buccaneers back to regroup as the Thunderbirds in on the forecheck here. Limburner on the left wall is able to peel that off, shakes off a check, and now the Buccaneers will come back the other way over center, broken up there by Boudreau, as he's able to chip it back into the Buccaneers zone. Icing is waved off as you have Young in there, Mitchell Young, as the Buccaneers look for that stretch pass. And a good stick there from Boudreau over to Finney. Finney back to Boudreau as he'll play it up the wall here for Limburner at center. The one touch is just out of reach of Owen Shediak as they go for a change, and now the Buccaneers in on the right side. I apologize. A good play there by Boudreau as he's able to split that up. Lead pass for McGillis as they'll blow that down icing as Nolan only played it this side of center.
It's close, just didn't quite get there.
Yeah, you know what though? Heads up, looking for that pass. The play was made, and you know it's a matter of 5 or 6 feet at this point. So D-zone draw coming. That draw is tied up here, and now eventually won. And it'll be rolled over to Copage. Copage will dump it in the corner here as McGillis in on the forecheck. He's able to break that up down low with Copage. And now it's dug out here by Landry. Francis over to Desjardins. He fights off an attacker and is able to put it back down deep. McGillis behind the goal line there as he's hit. Buccaneers double back. The reversal as they outlet. And they'll come across center with that pass right onto the stick of Qua Francis as he's able to put it back in the Buccaneers zone. And the Thunderbirds start into a line change here as Copage stays on to forecheck. It's broken up at center here with Francis with it again. He's under pressure. We'll stick inside there as Beliveau will handle it. And then Francis will dump it in the corner. Beliveau in on the forecheck now. As the Buccaneers do another reversal. Walsh there to pound that back into the deep zone. Beliveau looking for Mikel LeBlanc. Beliveau hangs on, high slot to Walsh. He fires a shot.
Good pass there by, was that Mikel or Beliveau?
That was Beliveau out to Walsh, and a good shot. Got it away quickly. Unfortunately, right into the bread basket, JW.
Yep, hands like his father. Actually, I would have missed the net.
Oh, his own face-off, though. That's the important key
That's
here.
right.
As Mikel ties his man up, bouncing puck, Walsh fires it towards the net. It's tipped wide, and now short side shot as Beliveau had it bounce out Oh, sorry, that was Mikel LeBlanc. Bounces fortuitously to him as he fires it short side, but it's covered up by the Buccaneers netminder.
Oh, Mikel LeBlanc, I've seen that anger before in his mother when she gets a dry marker.
Yeah, Nicole, very renowned for the anger fits from the dry markers. Buccaneers are going to rim it around here as that puck will hop over the stick and held in there by Laird. Buccaneers now with it again behind the net. Walsh on the forecheck with Beliveau as Walsh able to force a turnover down low. Buccaneers do clear it out of the zone. It's pushed back in there by Mikel LeBlanc as Walsh meets his man, breaks that play up. Beliveau in the forecheck now as Buccaneers double back. That outlet pass the center off its mark, and that's going to make its way the entire length of the ice. And
delayed icing call there, a little delay.
16:15 left in the first. Still 0-0 up on the board here early in the first period.
Call that a van delay. Reference, Luke?
Vandalay Bay?
No, Vandalay Industries from Seinfeld.
Oh.
You're too young. You said you were born in the 90s.
That's right. I was born in the 80s, JW. Boys giving me a hard time on the bus ride down, saying I was born in the 90s. This means that Hudson and I are less than 20 years apart.
Oh, you're close.
15.
Right?
Oh, here we go.
On the doorstep, shot there from Shediak as that rebound kicked back out front, but now controlled by the Buccaneers as they cross over center. McClellan, as he dumps it in the corner, met there by Finney, and Boudreau will pick it up behind the net. He outlets. Ward Levi. Ward Levi's cross ice pass connects with Cormier. Cormier gains the zone back to Ward Levi. He steps in, fires a shot. It's just high and wide here. And now the Buccaneers will come back up the left side. Little flip pass to center ice as that's broken up there by Boudreau, and then into the zone. Ward Levi, he delays.
A bit of a charge there, I think. But anyway.
Buccaneers with some speed here in all alone. Harlow goes to the forehand. Big save there by Ford.
What
a save by
that's blown down,
Jacques.
as I'd say the net came off the moorings.
Yes, sir, Jacob.
You know, it's a great feeling as a defender to know that when that guy broke free, you know, you keep the pressure on him there, but Jacob had that door closed. So really nice to see that that kind of support as that makes your defensive core a little more confident no matter what. Limburner here, as he's able to move it up to Landry. Landry, and he's got Walsh with him. He fires a shot. Glove down, but bounces its way through as a clearing attempt to Francis at center. Francis, he fires it into the far side of the zone as Walsh is able to tag up. And the Thunderbirds in on the forecheck. Buccaneers up the left side wall, broken up by Young. Buccaneers do gain the zone as they fire that pass or shot wide of the net. Limburner there with Walsh, and Walsh is able to clear it out to center. Buccaneers get a hold of it as they dump it into the corner, and now Francis with it. Troy Francis outlets to Young. Young looking for Limburner. It's on his back foot, but he's able to get a hold of it and dump it down deep. Buccaneers now coming up the right side as that's intercepted by Landry. Buccaneers do chip to center onto the stick of Limburner. Limburner steps across, fires a shot.
Play there by Limburner.
As that is kicked away, but in there on the forecheck is Landry with Walsh. With Popage onto the stick of McGillis. McGillis in tight, fires a shot just wide as that was short side. And now Kopajin on the forecheck here now as Buccaneers under some pressure turn back into their own end here. Kopaj back to Zvoneveld. Zvoneveld fires a shot. It's knocked down by the Buccaneers defender as they come back across center. Zvoneveld gains center and dump it back into the Buccaneers end. Goaltender there for the Buccaneers will come out and play it as they fire it all the way down the ice here. It's going to be called icing. As that'll come back to the left of Callum DeWolf, the netminder for the Buccaneers. JW, what's wrong with the headset, man?
I had an itchy ear, sorry.
Oh, no.
Sweet Jesus.
Forecheck here by the Thunderbirds as Laird will double back over to Zvoneveld. Zvoneveld off the wall to Mikel LeBlanc, who will dump it in. And the Thunderbirds are in on the forecheck here as the Buccaneers try to control. They don't. It's held up here.
Shoot.
Cormier, high slot. His shot high and over that top right corner as he goes in on the forecheck again. Mikel LeBlanc down low. Back out to Cormier out front.
Good chance.
As Laird's there to settle it down to Cormier. Cormier takes a check down low. Beliveau in on the forecheck. Trying to turn that puck over here as the Buccaneers come out to center. 2-on-1 as Laird goes to his man. The cross ice pass. Can't find home here in Zvoneveld. Take his man into the wall. Chipped up by Mikel LeBlanc. Cormier there. Not able to sweep it out. And the Buccaneers able to hold it in the zone. Zvoneveld a nice reversal over to Laird. Laird with some time and space as he comes across center. And he'll fire it in the far corner here. As again, it's cleared out by the Buccaneers to center. Boudreau back in to the Buccaneers zone as the Thunderbirds change up. Owen Shediak in on the forecheck. Buccaneers try the one touch to the neutral zone. Boudreau, the backhand pass. Broken up, Young on the back check, and now Boudreau with it. Boudreau, as he outlets over to Shediak. Shediak fires it from center, knocked down by the Buccaneers goaltender. And then chip back out to center. Finney with it now. As he goes over to Boudreau. Boudreau stretches it out, the one touch over center into the zone. And the Buccaneers back to pick it up under pressure here from the Thunderbirds. As that cross ice pass connects at center. Cuts to the middle, tries to get to the forehand. The boys tie him up, the backhand out front. And it ends up onto the stick of Limburner. Limburner settles it down here as he plays it off the wall. It's held in by the Buccaneers. Buccaneers circling the net. They're looking for a high man. Connects here at the blue line as it's pulled down low. So down below the goal line here. Roach circling the net here. It's broken up down low by Finney. Young will play the backhand up the wall. And Shediak there as that shot is directed wide of the goal. Young looking to the middle of the ice. Buccaneers fire it. It's high and over the net. Boudreau settles it down as he'll play it up to center. Buccaneers connect D to D as they'll regroup during the middle of a change. Buccaneers in on the right side over the blue line. Delay as he's played into the wall there by Boudreau. Boudreau with Walsh down low here as the boys go to work on the defensive side of the puck. Walsh pins his man. Boudreau step in there to outlet. Not able to connect with Ward Levi as it's held in by the Buccaneers. And they'll pick that up in the left corner.
Oh, here we go.
Cross ice pass broken up by Ward Levi.
Nice.
Ward Levi with some speed in all alone.
Oh,
Fires a shot.
Great chance by Ward Levi. Good work there.
Goaltender's stick, and Walsh able to hold it in here. As Buccaneers again trying to regroup in their own zone as they'll rip that around and they'll settle it down as they connect through center. And on the right side, it's shot. Blocker save by Plord. Rebound on the doorstep. Another great save by Plord.
That's off.
As that'll be cleared to Walsh. Walsh goes cross ice for Ward Levi. Doesn't connect, and now the Buccaneers over center. Back in behind the net of Plord. Comes up the wall. McGillis will pull it off here. He settles it down and fires it out to center. Kopaj able to break that up. Almost got away clean there. As Buccaneers, a little spin move as they look to connect through the neutral zone. Harlow for the Buccaneers will dump it down behind the net of Plord as he settles it down and moves it over to Kopaj. The one touch for him broken up. He'll get it back and move it to Landry. As that's gone over to the far wing, McGillis connects to Kopaj. Kopaj with some speed in here.
Nice.
Drops it. Shot fired. High and wide
play.
rebound. As that came off the end wall. Didn't quite make it out front. Kopaj not able to get it away as he moves it back to Laird. Laird plays it off the wall down low. McGillis out to Kopaj, but it's on his back foot. Buccaneers settling it down here as they take a second to get it out to center. Not on the mark, and that's onto the stick of Zvoneveld as he reaches it out to Laird. Laird in on the left wall. McGillis able to knock down that clearing attempt. Fires it high in the zone there for Landry. He's not able to get the one-timer away. And now Young with it for the Thunderbirds. He moves it over to Laird. Laird will settle it down here as he looks up ice. Over to Zvoneveld. Zvoneveld through the neutral zone. Stretches it out there for Mikel LeBlanc. As Mick is in on the forecheck. Ties his man up down low. Little D-to-D pass there by the Buccaneers as they'll do a little one-touch. And out of the zone. And now Laird breaks that up. He's coming in the right side. He's got some room. Cuts to the middle. Fires a shot just over the crossbar. And now Laird, as he'll play it down low again. Buccaneers able to pick it up. There's stretch pass. Broken up by Young, but still into the neutral zone here. That's going to be called offside.
He debated, but he called it finally.
Well, he had the Buccaneers player drag the leg, but he didn't go gadget that toe. Hey, JW, I got a little dad joke for you with your headset not working.
Sure.
I can't believe your Buccaneers aren't working. Everybody at home, throwing away.
That reminds me of the Newfoundland word of the day.
Which one?
Machete.
Please do enlighten us.
Well, you know, machete is like a knife, right?
Yeah.
I couldn't believe my wife hung out machete underwear on the line.
Oh, man, those Newfoundland word of the day. They're the best. Thunderbirds in on the forecheck here as the Buccaneers try to work it out. It's held in. And now Cormier down low. As that clearing attempt held in there by Phineas. He'll fire it just wide of the goal. Boudreau's going to collapse down and hold that in. He fires it towards the net onto the forehand as Cormier not able to get that shot away. Stretch pass here for the Buccaneers as they step in. They fire, they score. 6:35 left in the first period. The Buccaneers step out to that 1-goal lead.
That was quite the shot, actually.
Pretty fortuitous hop there, a clearing attempt, and ended up onto the stick of the Buccaneers player.
The importance of hitting the net, eh? This is not criticism, but you get on the net, you get a rebound, you go high and wide, it rims around the boards and kind of come out, right? So that bar down ski is always pretty, but sometimes you're not shooting to score, you're just shooting to get a rebound.
No, that's right, as the Buccaneers are able to get it down deep here in the Thunderbirds end. Francis able to battle it out, able to connect with Kopaj. Kopaj, as he sends it up there. Landry in on the forecheck, able to come up with it here as he delays, centers, and the Buccaneers now will come the other way. That stretch pass intended for the winger off the mark here is Desjardins, a puck battle down low. Landry to help out, delayed penalty coming as it looks like it'll be against the Thunderbirds. And it looks like it'll be against Desjardins.
No, it should have been
both.
They literally put Desjardins in a headlock and brought him to the ice, and his arm went up. And then Desjardins hit him back, so it should have been both.
Yeah.
No, it's a holding penalty against Desjardins.
Wow, I thought his arm went up initially when Desjardins got taken to the ground by his neck.
We're not the home team tonight.
I guess you can do that.
Fellas.
And you can say they always catch the reactionary one, but when it happens in front of the referee, they need to call the initial.
Yeah, I think you're all over it here as the Buccaneers setting up on the power play. That cross ice pass broken up here as they'll move it around. Doing a good job from the blue line as that shot through traffic. Swallowed up there by Plourde. Killing off 22 seconds here to start this first Thunderbirds PK. Key zone draw here is it's won by the Buccaneers as they'll continue to set up here high in the zone. That shot blocked by Walsh as it'll be knocked down again as they move it Back and forth between the wing. Shot through traffic onto the forehand. They score.
I don't know if that was a set play or just a lucky break that they got that shot from the point. I think it ended up being more of a pass. I think it was intended as a shot.
It's almost like a slap pass or something. 5:11 left in the first period. And the Buccaneers up 2-0 in the latter half of the first frame. You know, it'd be nice to see the Thunderbirds. You know, I feel like their effort level, everything's kicking, everything's going, but kind of looking for that spark, JW.
Yeah, you know, I see a lot of stick work today too, not so much from our kids, but from the other team. I know times are different. You would just pick one of the bigger kids in their team and punch their face in.
Yeah, we don't do that anymore, apparently.
Well, yeah, I guess it's frowned upon. But that being said, then maybe we lay a couple big hits down and maybe the stick stops.
Yeah, that's true. Cause and effect, I think they call it. Vonnegut here for the Thunderbirds as he steps out, tries to connect with Shediak at center. It's broken up. Now the Buccaneers back in on the left side. Harlow to the forehand shot, blocked there by Fleur, and now clearing attempt held in by the Buccaneers. As they go to work down low, centering, broken up down below the goal line, and then worked up to Cormier here on the half wall. Cormier under some pressure there. Buccaneers pull it off. They fire a shot, kicked away by Pleward. As they go to work down low against Shediak and Laird. Shediak ties his man up. Laird down to help out. As they collapse out centering, Vonnegut settles it down. Up to Cormier. Cormier with some room. He'll get it to Limburner. Limburner fires a shot. It's blockered down here, and now Cormier behind the net. Cormier on the forecheck as the Buccaneers outlet. They double back, looking to regroup here as they're able to move it to center.
Connor broke another stick, god damn it.
I almost was concerned. I thought you meant Hudson broke a stick. Boudreau down low, battles it out. Finney now in the corner.
3 sticks in 3 weeks.
Ouch.
Up to McGillis. McGillis as he stretches it out for Ward Levi with Beliveau. Ward Levi at center. Punched into the zone by McGillis. Beliveau in on the forecheck. McGillis breaks that up behind the net. Buccaneers, though, able to punch it up the wall. Tries to move it back to the blue here in the Buccaneers. As it's held in, Ward Levi fires it from the blue line, broken up on the way in. And now the Buccaneers through the neutral zone with some speed. On the right side, cut to the middle, Boudreau there, broken up by Ward Levi on the back check. Beliveau off the glass, funny hop off the stanchion. And now the Buccaneers will put it into the Thunderbird zone as soon as they can get onside. Is that rink wide pass to Landry? Ooh, a little late, but no call.
I thought so too.
Now Plord outlets to Boudreau. Boudreau plays it up the glass, not out. As Young gets there, that shot is fired into the far corner. Shot from the blue by the Buccaneers is wide of the goal. Now Young, as he gets to the wall, ties his man up. Landry there to help out. Landry to Finney. Finney in behind the net, moves it up to McGillis. McGillis, he settles it down as he'll move it out to center ice area. Buccaneers regrouping in their own zone.
Oh my God, what a shitty call here.
Buccaneers, one touch to the neutral zone.
That was
Let
garbage.
us know what you really think, JW. It's a slashing call.
What happened, JW?
It was just after the play. McGillis got hit a little late after he made the pass. He just kind of tapped the guy with a stick.
So again, the Thunderbirds on the penalty kill.
They've slashed us 30 times tonight, at least 5 times as hard, and we didn't get any power plays. We touched them once, and we're shorthanded again.
So the Buccaneers going to work on the power play here as they work at the top of the zone like they did in the previous couple. A little one touch there, kicked away by Plord. Buccaneers again on the perimeter. Cormier out there, closing that lane. Looking short, far side. A good save there by Plord.
That's off.
That's off.
As that's high in the slot shot. Rebound.
That's off.
And they're calling that a goal. .107 left in the first, and the Buccaneers stretch it out to 3-0 on the power play goal. Seems like their power play is rather effective, JW. Net on or not.
Well, they move the puck around. That's good.
They keep everything at the top, and then it's very perimeter based.
They're good. They're looking for the rebounds, and that's what's happening is they're scoring those rebound goals.
Shot.
It's not pretty, but it's effective.
Swallowed up there by Plord.
Find a lane, put it on net, go for the rebound.
On that last goal, the net was off, right?
Yes, it was.
Couldn't have been, guys. Give the officials some credit.
Sorry.
As that play is reversed around. And the Buccaneers down low here as it's settled down. Up to Limmer, just out of his reach, held in by the Buccaneers. Shot from the point. Off a player in front. Now Shediak goes into the wall with his man. Held in by the Buccaneers. It's down below the goal line. Zvoneveld will rip it around and out to center.
No.
Icing waved off.
Hit him.
As Limburner in on the forecheck. Buccaneers out to center. Broken up there by Mikel LeBlanc. Into the zones. Zvoneveld will settle it down now. As he moves it over, intended for Laird. Broken up by the Buccaneers. As they'll delay. And that does it for the first 20 minutes. The Buccaneers skate out of this frame up 3-0 on 2 power play goals, possibly 3.
2 for sure.
I think the second and third goals were both on power plays.
Well, lots to work on for the coaches. Good couple of flashes of offense that period, but not too much, to be honest with you. So.
It's actually really good that the boys gave an opportunity to the coaching staff to give them something to work on.
I'm going to check the battery level, boys, and we might.
We could pause in between periods where we're not live.
It's pretty cold, and I don't think the battery will last all game.
Okay, fair enough.
To the second period of the Buccaneers versus the Thunderbirds, and the opening draw won by the Buccaneers is able to put it in behind the net of Jacob Plord, and they go in on the forecheck. Walsh there to break it up on the half wall.
With his new stick.
So he's able to get it to Cormier. Goes cross ice for McGillis. McGillis in on the forecheck here now. As that comes back up to Zvoneveld. He fires a shot. It's off the post. Short side here. As it's held in there by Cormier. McGillis intended for Walsh. Off his stick back to Zvoneveld. Zvoneveld around his man off the glass. Intended for McGillis is between Cormier and McGillis. They'll settle it down. Cormier knocked down, but able to hold on to that puck as he'll step around high in the zone here into the high slot.
Shoot it.
He fires back door to McGillis. His shot off the blocker and out of play. So nice, good puck movement there.
Yeah. Offensive zone draw.
Minute into the, 59 seconds into the second period. Keep all these minutes looking like that, we'll be okay.
Big yawn from the ref there. I think he needs to wake up for sure.
Shediak on the draw here as that's tied up, and the Buccaneers hammer it around the zone, held in there by Finney. Finney hammers it back down below the line, and the Thunderbirds go to work here as that comes back to the blue, and Finney fires it through traffic. It's knocked down and held on.
That's perfect. That's what you need to do. Just get that puck off the wall quick, fire pucks on that, go for rebounds. Unfortunately, there wasn't much of a rebound there, but still.
So JW for hockey sticks now. You mentioned at one time that if the steak is below $400, it's cheap. Is that still the case?
I don't know if you can find one under 400 now, Mario.
Yeah, that's true.
You got to go to the bargain basement.
Yeah.
Cross ice pass broken up there now, and Boudreau under pressure. Buccaneers able to hold it in as they center. Doesn't find the mark, but they do go to work and put it down below the goal line. Buccaneers cycle up high in the zone, broken up there by Shediak. And held in though. Now high slot. Their shot scores.
Oh, it's a great shot and it wasn't deflected.
As it was deflected off of
Was it one of our teams?
Yeah, defending player and ends up on the blocker's side of Plurd at 18-17.
Oh, it'll be a goalie change here, folks.
4-0 gap as Plurd's going to head to the bench. And Zachary David will step in for
I
him.
don't know if I blame a goalie. We're down 4-0. We scored 0. So we got to get moving here. Hopefully this will spark the boys.
Yeah, something I mean, the feet are moving, everything's, the boys are definitely firing, like they're, the feet are moving, lots of energy there, but it just seems like maybe that secondary effort, I don't know, just isn't there maybe as Beliveau gets it there. And then the Buccaneers dump back into the corner. Down low. Landry, as he's going to work with Finney, or sorry, with Francis. I apologize. Now Desjardins keeps his man to the perimeter. He's going to pin him up against the wall down low. Landry back to help. And now Desjardins will pick it up behind the net of Zachary David as he outlets through the neutral zone. Beliveau will get it. Beliveau from Copage. Into the forehand backhand, gets it there.
Nice
it's a shot away. Good save there by the goaltender. Back out to Desjardins. He fires it through traffic. Rebound. Beliveau centers out front.
Hey!
He scores. Beliveau gets it on the forehand.
Attaboy.
Or is that Mikel LeBlanc?
Is it Mikel?
Oh,
it was Mikel LeBlanc got it on the forehand.
Oh boy.
Well, hello.
And he buries it. 17:06 in the second. And he puts the Thunderbirds on the board with their first.
Johnny on the spot, Mikel LeBlanc.
See, Nicole, you had to stay home and you missed your son's goal.
Mikel will be asking her to stay home from now on then.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, boys, a little scrum there. Oh, they're going to throw them both in the box. Yeah, a little heated discussion, maybe.
Dude, we got the front row seats here, boys. Right in front of us, huh?
I think they're asking maybe Snapchat contact info.
My God, kids there are so much better behaved. My gloves would be off, and I would have hauled the helmet off his head. I would have had one a fistful of hair in one hand, and then would have been flying with the other. Wouldn't have thought twice.
That's what it's like to grow up in Miramichi, isn't it, JW?
I was the sensible one on my teams.
As that puck's fired the length of the ice, going to be called icing here, as it'll be a D-zone draw to the right, I will say. Oh, no, to the left of Zachary David, and between the pipes for your Thunderbirds now. 16:53 in the second. 4-1 on the board in favor of the Buccaneers.
I used to always say, too, never write a check with your mouth that your body can't cash. So if you can't back it up, shut the bleep up.
That makes sense. Worked off the end wall here. Cormier down to pick it up as he'll move it up in favor of Mikel LeBlanc, but it's held in by the Buccaneers. Down behind the goal line here, Laird pins his man, centered, as it's cleared up now.
Hit him, hit him.
And now that stretch pass intended for McGillis, broken up. And the Buccaneers will put it down behind the goal line here. Laird plays it off the end wall. Mikel LeBlanc collapses down to help out. As Mikel will play it off the end wall over to Francis. Francis. As he chips it up the wall after taking a bit of some abuse there.
Yeah.
Now Cormier drops it for McGillis. McGillis to the center for Laird. Laird delays, puts it into the left corner. Cormier will pick it up. Cormier high in the zone. He delays, goes short side for McGillis, and one time wide of the goal. Walsh picks it up, leaves it for Boudreau. Boudreau has his shot blockered away. Now Cormier with it again. Cormier curls towards the net. Buccaneers defender there. And now McGillis picks it up. McGillis steps out, tries to center. It's off a skate out front. Delayed penalty coming against the Thunderbirds. Looks like it's going to be Mathieu Cormier as the referees get together on it. 4 minutes for hitting to the head.
You're awful.
4 minutes. Hitting to the head. So that's going to bring the draw all the way down to the right of Zachary David. Walsh on the ensuing draw is able to tie his man up, and that'll end up onto the stick of Boudreau. Tries to clear it out. It's held in by the Buccaneers, top of the zone, as the Buccaneers have done so far in this game on the power play. They try to work it around up top, and they break that shot up halfway to the net.
We got Laird playing forward because they wouldn't let us put out two forwards in 2D.
Walsh out there trying to block that zone off. Laird picks it off as he'll fire it down on net, and he'll go to the bench in favor of Mitchell Young. There's Walsh back on the back check as Young will force that, and Finney will play it off the glass, not out as it's held in by the Buccaneers. That shot steered away there by Zachary David. Now the Buccaneers high in the zone. Towards the middle, broken up by Walsh. Walsh to Young. Young with a bit of a break here. In all alone, Mitchell Young. He fires, he scores! Wow. Short-handed goal for your Thunderbirds.
Nice
to
shot.
Cut the lead to 4-2. Short-handed by Mitchell Young off a great pass from Connor Walsh.
Good work by Mitchell, though, to get separation there, center ice, and get the breakaway.
Turned on the afterburners there after he got it into some clear ice.
Yeah, definitely a second or third gear there, I think, eh?
Yeah. Maybe caught the Buccaneers late in their power play effort. Maybe the defenseman a little gassed late into it. Not to take anything away from Mitch. He's got the wheels.
He's got speed for sure.
He does.
As that puck is off a defender and out of play here. And that'll keep the draw inside to the left of Zachary David. 14:29 left in the second period. 2:48 left in the penalty to Cormier. That shot from the point blocked and into the corner here as Laird collapses down, breaks it up, gets it back out to the blue, held in by the Buccaneers as they'll toe the line here, top of the zone, go short side into Ovechkin's office out front. Backhand is steered away, and now Boudreau moves it out to the blue. Landry out there to close that lane as they continue to work it around the zone here.
Oh, geez.
And Laird will hammer it around
good
and back out over center here as the Thunderbirds given the opportunity to change it up, and Mikel LeBlanc will take advantage of that in favor of Beliveau. Buccaneers gain the right-hand side of the zone, blow a tire coming in there, and now Laird as he'll go rink wide, bouncing puck picked off here, and now they'll turn back 3-on-1. Buccaneers into the zone, fire his shot, it's wide of the goal, but held in at the far blue for a second, and then Owen Shediak with it. Laird with it.
2-on-1.
Now he's got open ice over to Beliveau. Beliveau in all alone. He scored! Oh, he hit the post. Rebound out front. And then cleared down. Buccaneers in behind the defenders, in all alone. Langille as his shot. Big save there by Zachary David, and now the one time is wide of the goal. Rogers here for the Buccaneers as he backpedals, goes across the ice, intended for Roach. Roach down low to the goal line, centered high slot one time. Fanned on as that ends up wide, and pass doesn't connect, but it's held in again by the Buccaneers. Buccaneers now around the perimeter, down the middle. So that shot blocked.
Some tired defenders out here. Nice.
By Shediak, and now it's fired down the length of the ice by Zvoneveld. And a little bit of stuff going on in the back. And the Buccaneers are going to get called for slashing against Zvoneveld. So 12-18 with 37 seconds remaining in that 4-minute hit to the head penalty to Mathieu Cormier. The Buccaneers are in the box for 2 minutes, so we're 4-on-4 here for 37 seconds. And then the Thunderbirds are going to go on the power play.
Oh my goodness, crazy.
Can you imagine? What even is that? Desjardins there to break that play up as he'll hammer it back in the zone. Mitchell Young in on the forecheck. Young again on his man as the Buccaneers reverse it over. Mikel LeBlanc on the forecheck here as he's able to break that play up. Mikel back to Desjardins. Desjardins over to Zvoneveld. Zvoneveld over center here as he'll gain the zone.
That's it.
And chip it down behind the goal line. He goes in on the forecheck, ties his man up as it's held in there by Young, but I guess a shade offside they're going to call it. But nonetheless, it brings them to the power play. Buck 23 on the board there.
Oh, 50-50. The last 3 digits, Luke?
8736. I had 873 or 19.
Oh, guess what? I might be the winner.
Nice.
Mario, you winning?
Oh, hold on there.
Shot through the point.
You better give it to me. I'll go down and see.
As the boys are going to work around the perimeter here. Out to Boudreau. Boudreau down to Walsh. Walsh over to the center for McGillis. Zvoneveld now back to McGillis at the point. McGillis. So he goes over to Walsh. Walsh. He fires it in front. It's knocked down. And now Boudreau plays it off the wall, but the Buccaneers able to get a hold of it. And they fired the length of the ice for Zachary David to step out and knock it down. Mary, you better check those ticket numbers.
Yeah, next whistle, that's what I'm going to do. They look really, really close, so I think I'm going to be
McGillis in all alone, well, not all alone here, but in on his own as he'll peel back up the wall. McGillis down baseline to Cormier. Cormier steps out.
Someone's got it out in front, though.
So he'll circle down into the high slot. He'll peel back, leaves it for Zvoneveld. Zvoneveld over to Boudreau. Boudreau looking back door for Walsh as that's through a couple sets of legs here as the Buccaneers are going to rim it around here. We're back to 5-on-5.
Oh, nice.
Puck picked off there by McGillis. 3-on-0. McGillis to Walsh, to Cormier in the back of the net.
All right. Wow.
A little tic-tac-tac-toe.
That was nice.
And the Thunderbirds
Great
bring it
work,
to within one here.
By McGillis to pick a pocket there, too, and keep that alive.
Okay, Mary, you got to check them tickies.
Yes. 8736, right here.
Look at that. Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Holy jeez.
Hey, do you want me to do the videography so you can go claim that prize, Mario?
Oh, yeah, I could, I guess.
Oh, no, give it to me. We'll do the quarter.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, quarters. I'd take a quarter of the 50-50 if that's what you mean. Yeah. A little 12.5%, Mario. Pretty good cut.
How much is it?
I don't know. They didn't say online as the Thunderbirds coming in. Kopaj's shot is wide of the goal. Landry in on the forecheck as he's tied up. Buccaneers now back over center. They go far side shot. Saved by Zachary David.
What a save.
And a good job there by the Thunderbirds defenders. And Zachary David to make that save and hang on. And that'll bring the draw to his right. It looks like you are a winner, Mario.
Oh, geez.
Look at that big envelope of fat cash. 50-50 winner. Laird looking cross ice, intended for Limburner. As he'll punch it back to Kopach. He scores!
Holy cow.
Kopach on the one-time from Limburner. Buries it, and it's a tie game. 9:31 in the second period.
What's
Brand
going on?
new game here.
Holy cow.
As the Thunderbirds score 4 in a row. Sorry, 3 in a row.
I'm going to go on the record saying we actually scored another one that they just didn't count. When we review that post game.
Which one? The one from...
it was between their...
What happened to him?
He got the high hit. He took a high hit to the head.
So Francis is heading to the dressing room here now.
Yeah, I saw that he was in a vulnerable position. He got hit.
Yeah, that was a solid hit.
After making a play, and it caught him pretty high, to be honest with you.
Young up to Beliveau there as he's in on the forecheck, and the Buccaneers get it back over center. Mitchell Young's going to be back here as he'll pick it up, circle around behind the net. As it's held in by the Buccaneers and fired high and wide. Held in though, as the Buccaneers will try to go to work here down below the goal lines. Bonneville there. Buccaneers out from the baseline, backhand is wide of the goal. And they cycle it down low here. High in the high slot, back to the short side, steps in, fires, can't find the handle as that is tipped away.
Running around a little bit here.
And that'll end up on net by tip there. And Zachary David will cover it up here at 8:36.
How much did they win the JW, do you know?
I didn't...
Hey, Mario, take a couple seconds and count that fat stack.
60... My hands are so cold, I have a hard time count.
Tell you what, not going to have any left when we get back to, by the time we get back to Moncton.
No, we're going to get to stop at every NSLC in the area.
Chicken nugget.
McGillis, as that puck just escaped him, Connor Walsh was away as he saw Nolan looking to that wing for Connor. Now moved out to the perimeter here again by the Buccaneers. Walsh closing that lane. His bouncing puck does work its way towards the front of the net. Now it's pushed into the far wall by Boudreau. It's his man, Mikel LeBlanc down low. Boudreau plays it off to McGillis. McGillis, as he one touches for Walsh. Walsh with an opportunity here on the left wing.
Oh.
And that's going to be called icing?
No. He touched it after it, did he?
I guess not. And I guess, to be fair, the hybrid icing does go in favor of the...
he was there ahead of the guy.
Of the Buccaneers. Trying to make light of it, JW. I don't agree with the call, but trying to see the rationale there. So it's going to be coming all the way back.
Wrong colored jersey, icing.
Finney plays it off the wall to Walsh.
Oh. Bouncing puck.
Out front here, Finney will try to clear it up. Buccaneers get a hold of it. Short side shot. Saved by Zachary David. And now Walsh onto the wall here as he takes his man into the boards. It's held in by the Buccaneers. As they'll direct it towards the net, and David will steer it away. Boudreau takes a hit down low.
Oh, penalty.
As there's a delayed penalty. Looks like it's going to be against the Buccaneers.
Wow.
Cross check on that hit to Boudreau down low.
Wow. Yeah, I won 115, boys.
115 bucks.
115 bones.
Oh, man. Split 3 ways amongst the broadcasting. That's
that's actually a pretty good deal
almost 40 bucks each.
So
yeah, that's a pretty good deal for me.
You guys seen Nicole's marker collection?
Yeah, that's only a third of the price of it.
Well, no, she's saying she wants more. I said, how many markers do you need? She must have, I'm not kidding you, 600 markers at home right now.
You know what?
And she wants more.
It'd be fine if all she did was smell them. Hey? Boudreau across the top of the zone over to Laird. Laird back to Boudreau. Boudreau down short side to McGillis. McGillis goes baseline to Cormier. Back to McGillis. Limburner out front there as Boudreau gets it at the point. Short side, McGillis. McGillis to Cormier. Cormier as he puts it back to Boudreau. Boudreau. So he's going to fire through traffic off the shin pad to McGillis. He double clutches down to Cormier at the goal line. Back to McGillis. McGillis. Over to Laird. Laird to Boudreau.
On the net.
Boudreau through traffic as that's wide of the goal. And now Laird will settle it down on the far side. Laird to Cormier. Cormier looking back door there. It's broken up, and now
trouble.
the Buccaneers come back 2-on-1. As Boudreau lays it down,
nice.
make a good play, and then
Nice
David
play.
with a great stick there. And now McGillis will settle it down. He moves it rink wide over to Cormier. Cormier now, as he gains the zone, cuts towards the middle, gets it on the forehand, tries to cut it across there. Boudreau high in the zone as he fires it, ends up just wide. Rebound here, settled down, move back to Laird. Laird fires through traffic, blocker, save, rebound to McGillis. He shoots short side. Cormier now, as he circles around, centers it. Doesn't find a white jersey. Now the Buccaneers will fire it all the way down the ice. Boudreau able to pickpocket his man. He'll move up ice. He's looking over to Shediak. Shediak's going to double back here as he moves to Boudreau. Boudreau to Shediak. Shediak as he stretches it out. Up there into Beliveau. It's his shot. Rebound on the doorstep. Walsh in there. Not able to hammer away at it as Vonnegut collapses down. He's able to keep it as it's centered out to Walsh. His shot. Rebound. Far side, and the Buccaneers fire it all the way down the ice. It's going to be called icing.
Hey!
And I think that's the whole reason the hybrid icing was brought into play, to avoid those confrontations. I guess what you allow, you condone, right? You approve it by not calling it. They're just going to see more and more of it. So the icing call is going to bring the draw all the way back down to the Buccaneers end, to the right of the goaltender Callum DeWolf. As Landry in the dot here. He wins it to Young. Young under some pressure on the far wall. He's able to get it to the center of the ice area. Copage there, and it's held in by Zvoneveld, and it's going to be called offside. As I guess I called it wrong. That came out. Wasn't held in, but hammered back in by Zvoneveld. And then blown down offside as it hit the shin pad of Copage.
White's all the way there.
Yeah.
Was that intentional?
It was not intentional.
St. Talon. St. Margaret's Arena.
Their own arena.
St. Margaret's Bay Arena.
Hey, this is hometown of Brad Marchand.
I've heard that rumor, actually.
And the other ring, they have a picture of him on the wall. A big.
And you know what? It's actually really nice because I know that Nicole's favorite player is Brad Marchand.
She said if he's there.
Yeah, she was a big fan of him when he played for the Wildcats.
Yeah.
And then her love of his style and his play just grew from there, Mario.
Yep.
After he went to the Bruins.
Yep.
That's why she married Mario. He's greasy too.
I couldn't tell you the amount of times I've seen Mario lick another man's face.
Oh my goodness. If he's not putting cream in his hand, he's licking faces.
Yeah, that's how it goes. Young chips it up the wall here, held in though. That'll be moved down the center. Shot, saved there by David, but the rebound, they're gonna call it good. .403 left in the second period. And the Buccaneers put one up on the board there to take the lead again. As we're looking to close out the second period here. Ensuing draw, Buccaneers control as they come in on the right side. And it's going to be a delayed penalty. Looks like it's against Mikel LeBlanc.
He did it
again.
again.
Call that hook, eh? Stop moving his feet.
Stop moving his feet. He's going to say, no, Papa was still skating. I said, no. You stop moving your feet.
That's the beauty of having it on video.
Yep. I had to prove him wrong again. He's like his mom, man. He's stubborn.
Hey? Hey, but in the best way.
In the best way, that's right.
In the best way.
I wasn't sure where you were going with that. He got called for hooking.
Again, in the best way. So we're back on the PK here. As Young steps in on that draw, the Buccaneers are going to bring it high in the zone here as they're going to try to work around the umbrella. Centering it, far side, as that shot's off the stick, and Walsh tries to hammer it around. It's knocked down, and the Buccaneers will hold it in. Buccaneers fire a shot from the blue. Young able to knock it down and then clear it down the ice. As he's in on the forecheck, kind of hurrying that goaltender Caleb DeWolf to make that play. And now the Buccaneers are on the right side. Boudreau holds him to the perimeter as he takes his man into the boards. Tries to clear it, it's held in. And now again, high into the umbrella here as the shot from the point is kicked away by Zachary David. Buccaneers, again, trying to work it high in that slot there, so high in the offensive zone area. Now Young with it as he comes in the left side. He's got Laird with him going to the net, but Young held up. Walsh in on the forecheck here as the Buccaneers skate it over center with about 40 seconds left in their power play. As they'll dump it down deep. Zachary David out. Kind of blew a tire there behind the net, but Boudreau settles it down, tries to clear it. It's knocked down by a Buccaneers player, and they move it out again to the high slot area. Zadele, short side shot, saved by Zachary Davis. He's able to square up. As they move back to the point, shot again wide, rebound, sticked away, centering attempt. Again off the stick of Zachary David. Now Boudreau moves it up the wall. 7 seconds remaining in the penalty to LeBlanc. As that shot through traffic, again knocked down by Zachary David. As the Buccaneers
send him in, send him in.
It's cleared out to center.
Too many men. They got it.
Too many men on the ice, as that's going to be called against the Buccaneers with a minute 44 left in the second period. I appreciate this referee. He's very straightforward, eh?
Yep.
He's looking at the head coach, and he's really giving it to him like, you knew better, man.
Yep.
I think he's one of those guys that a good offense is the best defense. Does that make sense, JW?
Depends on the situation.
No, I think he's like that all the time. It's kind of a little different for a official, but here we go. Power play
Probably
is
used to doing the likes of Brad Marchand wannabes. Don't blame them.
Well, they're still going at it.
Yeah, they're still jarring down here as the other referees willing to listen to the Buccaneers coach spurt off at them, and they finally get a man into the penalty box here as the Thunderbirds going in on the power play to the right of Callum DeWolf, the netminder for the Buccaneers, as the ensuing draw. As it is played out to center, knocked down there by Zvoneveld, and then Laird will settle it down.
Oof,
as he's taken out.
Yep.
Zvoneveld headmans to Cormier. Cormier, as he goes to McGillis down the middle. McGillis, he's sticked as it'll be taken over here by the Buccaneers. They come back 2-on-1. That shot,
good shot, actually.
Blockered away there by Zachary David. Buccaneers on the forecheck here as it's able to be picked out. Stretched out here for Cormier. Cormier into the zone as he'll delay. Limburner out front here is Cormier.
Walk in.
Cross high slot. He fires a shot. It's off a shin pad and wide. McGillis will settle it down here. McGillis back to Cormier. Cormier to McGillis, short side. McGillis down the middle again to Cormier, the backhand. As that's wide, but it's held in by Laird. Limburner sweeps it down behind the net to McGillis. McGillis will settle it down here as we're inside 30 seconds left in the second period. High in the zone. Bonneveld able to hold it in there. Little theatrics as Laird down to McGillis down the middle, fires a shot. It's off a pair of pants, and then the Buccaneers fire it back over center. 16 seconds remaining in the period. 30 seconds up on that power play clock as that stretch pass intended for Walsh, and it's waved off, centered out to Shediak. Buccaneers able to break that up, and that's going to do it here in the second period as Buccaneers hang on.
I knew that
time expires. I think you can call that. I got a good way you could get them to settle down and call the penalty. I mean, I'm not crazy here. But 15 seconds remaining on that power play when the Thunderbirds come back out for the third period. So after the first 40 minutes of play, it's 5-4 in favor of the hometown Buccaneers, but the Thunderbirds outscoring the Buccaneers 4-1 that period to keep things tight.
So did he call that after the whistle?
No, he didn't call that. Left his berries at home, Mario.
I mean, Dean had a few words with him. we won't repeat.
All right, so we going to charge the iPad for the intermission, Mario?
I'm going to do a little pause here and check the battery level. We might be doing some, if you have enough battery, we might do some.
And welcome back, everybody, as we look towards the start of the third period here in the St. Margaret's Centre, Tantallon, Nova Scotia, as the Thunderbirds open up the third frame on the 15-second power play. As we got Walsh, McGillis, and Cormier out there, as well as Boudreau and Laird, as that draws one over to Cormier. Cormier, as he goes rink wide, connects with McGillis in on the left wall. McGillis plays it down below the goal line to Cormier, as he's pinned along there, but does a good job of hanging on to it. Buccaneers will peel it off the wall here now as they're back to even. As they connect with their man through the neutral zone. Dumped into the corner here is Laird back. But the Buccaneers are going to keep it central as that puck squirts out to center. But broken up by the Buccaneers. Walsh hits his man inside the zone. Boudreau works his man along the wall with Walsh. As the boys try to chip it up here now, and as that's fired off the boards but not out. Held in, Buccaneers in on 2-on-1 as that shot is high and over the net. Cormier able to break it up at the hash marks as he'll settle it down. Hits Walsh streaking through the neutral zone. Walsh into the zone here as he'll try to pass it over, but it's knocked down by the Buccaneers and turned the other way. As they come in 1-on-1 here. As that'll be picked up by Walsh. Walsh connects with Kopaj to the neutral zone. Kopaj back out to the blue lines. Vonnevel, he fires a shot off the stick of the netminder here in the clearing attempt off the shin pad of Shediak. And a bouncing puck ends up on to Finney, who will move it to Kopaj and into the zone. Shediak in on the forecheck. He's able to force a turnover as the Buccaneers will try to work it up the right wall. In behind the blue line here, stretch pass. Vonnevel back. Pass back door. Big save there by Zachary David.
Wow.
And then it's moved out to center by Beliveau.
Big save.
As he takes a big hit. Another stretch pass through the neutral zone. Harlow here for the Buccaneers as he'll move it into the zones. Vonnevel takes him to the wall. Centering attempt here. Knocked down, and Finney will move it to the perimeter. Vonnevel off the boards and out as it's knocked down by the Buccaneers, so icing waved off here.
Get out there, boys.
They headman the puck to the far side. Vonnevel keeps his man around the perimeter as he circles the net. They double back. Curls around, and Landry here as he headmans to Young. Young's stick explodes in his hands. So McGillis will go over the wall for him. And now Desjardins. As that centering attempt broken up again by the Thunderbirds defender. Centering by the Buccaneers, doesn't find the mark, and that's going to make its way all the way down the ice. As the Buccaneers back to pick it up. Clearing attempt broken up there by Landry and McGillis. Buccaneers now again regroup. Fire a pass to the neutral zone as they crossover center and fired into the back corner. Boudreau back as he'll play it up the wall. Getting a little help there from McGillis and Landry. And now Desjardins stretches it out for Lindberner. He gets the one touch on it and he'll head to the bench. McGillis and LeBlanc here as Mikel on the forecheck. Cormier. Cormier pulls it out of the wall. He's got McGillis short side. Hangs onto it. Looking to center it. Doesn't find the mark. And Desjardins will pick it up here for the Thunderbirds. He moves it over to Boudreau. Boudreau stretches it out far side to McGillis. McGillis, as he'll come through the neutral zone into the Buccaneers, drops it off for Cormier. Cormier, as he's poked away there, and Boudreau will gather it in and fire it into the Buccaneers zone. And then Cormier in on the forecheck as the Bucs go far side. Buccaneers on the right wall as they gain the zone centering attempt. Doesn't find the mark as the Buccaneers player goes to the net, knocking it off.
He wasn't driven into the net. He skated into the goalie into the net.
I'm surprised they actually whistled on that for you.
It's going to be outside, it looks like, which is a fairly accurate call. Connor Walsh on this draw as he's got Young and Copage with him. Finney and Laird on the blue line here. As Walsh able to pull that back for Young. Young moves it over to Laird. Laird under some pressure as he's able to chip it up and over center. Buccaneers dump it back in on his side of things, but he's able to settle it down and go rink wide for Copage. Copage dumps it in the zone. Walsh in on the forecheck here as he leaves it there for the Thunderbirds player. Now the Buccaneers go rink wide. That shot knocked down by Finney, and then a second shot through traffic. Easily handled by Zachary David at the 15:02 mark of the third. Still 5-4 up there for the Buccaneers. D-zone draw coming to the right of Zachary David.
Missing a couple bodies doesn't help in a 20-minute period game, right? So missing Francis and LeBlanc, and or Levi might be feeling a little under the weather too. So
yeah, we understand he's not feeling the greatest.
Actually, I haven't seen him out here.
Oh, he was sick between periods. I don't think he's playing anymore.
I think he's back out on the bench there. So.
We're down 3 players then.
And then on top of that, Kogan not able to dress there. You see Ward Levi, I think he's down the far end of the bench. Not dressed.
Okay.
D-zone draw is kicked out to the wall there, and Boudreau will double it back over for Lindberner. Hudson's going to pick that up off the wall as he goes rink wide for Boudreau. Bellevaux. Bellevaux in on the right side. As the Buccaneers are able to clear it, not out, and Boudreau holds it in, fires a shot short side. Lindberner couldn't get a stick on it there as he back checks on his man. Buccaneers come in high in the zone. Boudreau steers him away from that lane, and then it's down low here for Zvoneveld. Comes out, Zvoneveld over to Boudreau. Boudreau with the one touch trying to get it to Bellevaux. Doesn't connect, and the Buccaneers are able to keep it down low. Zvoneveld hits his man into the wall. He's able to force his way up here, but the Buccaneers control. Thunderbirds down low. Here's Boudreau's going to shift it over to the left wall for Lindberner. Buccaneers control down low. Move it out to the blue line. Shot, gloved down there by Zachary David at the 13:39 mark of the third period. Again, Thunderbirds trailing by 1 here in the first half of the third period.
Feels like it's about time for a Thunderbirds penalty kill.
Yeah.
He's going to give us one here soon.
Yeah, we haven't done much with our sponsorships this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cormier here as he'll give it to McGillis, and he'll dump it into the right corner. Landry in on the forecheck. Now Cormier. Clearing attempt, broken up there by McGillis. McGillis centers for Cormier. Cormier in traffic as it's broken up, and the Buccaneers come back the other way here. As it's broken up high by Finney and dumped in by the Buccaneers. Cormier for the Thunderbirds down low as he'll double back, change direction.
Hook there, huh?
Able to connect with Laird. Laird over to Cormier as it's off his skate, and the Buccaneers will come back 2-on-1. Shot is high and over the net. And then dump back down deep as it'll be settled down here by Laird, who goes rink wide to McGillis. McGillis over center and into the Buccaneers zone as he connects with Cormier. Cormier
Let her
to
go.
McGillis, a one-time shot. It's off a stick and wide of the goal. And now Mikel LeBlanc on the forecheck here with Cormier. As Mick able to move it back to Cormier. Cormier steps out of the corner, shot short side off the pad and into the corner again here. As Mikel LeBlanc ties his man up, goes to the wall. Mick's got his stick up in the waist area there, being held onto by the Buccaneers defender as they come in the left side. Shot easily gloved down there by Zachary David. 12:01 left in the third period. 5-4 still in favor of the Buccaneers.
Bit of a slower start this period.
Yeah, I think you're starting to see maybe the effects of having 3 lines instead of 4 maybe.
It adds up, right?
Draw is won by the Buccaneers all the way back into their own zone as they stretch it out to center there.
Close offside there.
Desjardins keeps his man wide, centering attempt broken up there. And now the Thunderbirds come rink wide. Boudreau in on the forecheck here. As the Buccaneers forced to turn around and regroup in their own zone. Good hit there by Copage.
Good forecheck by him for sure.
As the Bucks again gonna look up ice. Always trying to close those gaps and get that pressure on to kind of force those dump-ins or those mistakes. As Boudreau picks it up behind the net of Zachary David. Boudreau looking rink wide there. It's off of the stick of Shediak, and now the Buccaneers dump it back in again. Boudreau rims it around, intended for Beliveau. Doesn't reach him as the Buccaneers are able to break that up, work it back to the blue line. Buccaneers down baseline, centering it to the high slot. Shot is wide of the goal. Copage down low, hits his man. As the Buccaneers dig it out here, as they're going to circle the net. Delayed penalty in the back. Play there, as it looks like it's going to be Boudreau. We'll see what the call is here. 4 minutes head contact.
Oh my God.
Really?
I think every head contact penalty is going to be 4 minutes here.
Well, I called it, boys. Hate to say it.
That's it. You just wanted to put him on the Riverview Guardian Drugs penalty kill. Might even take a seat for this one, JW. As the boys going to go to work on this PK and are able to clear it back over center here. As we have Landry and Walsh out there on the kill. And that stretch pass is going to be
no icing.
I'm not really sure why.
That's offside.
Offside.
Well, if you're not in position, you're not in position. As they move into the high slot, shot through traffic. Zachary David swallows it up there.
It's a headshot.
3:28 left in the 4-minute minor for head contact to Boudreau. There's a heavy sigh there.
Yeah. We're in Nova Scotia, huh?
Yeah, it's special.
Oh man, it will never change.
And see this here, probably won't even get the centerman tossed out of the dot.
Yeah. Oh, he did.
Oh, he did. Oh, wow.
Oh, okay.
Impressive. As that draw is pushed to the wall here, and now back to the blue. Buccaneers again Heavy on the high part of the zone here. And they try to open up that man in the high slot or on the way to the net. They go far side. Back doors closed up there as the Buccaneers again will set it up on the far wall into the high zone. Bucks try to put something towards the net, but Laird there to break it up, and he'll fire it down the length of the ice here as we're 2 minutes 45 seconds left in the penalty to Boudreau. Buccaneers come with some speed here towards the net. Oh, Laird hits his man and the arm's up right away. As we might have saw some numbers there. Depending on the call here, we'll see what it says, but looks like a boarding call.
Boarding.
Against Laird. 2:27 left in the penalty to Boudreau, so 2-minute boarding minor to Laird. So 5-on-3 for the next 2 minutes. You got Walsh out there with Zvoneveld and looks like Beliveau. As Walsh does a good job tying his man up, but the Buccaneers move it to the top of their umbrella again. Down to the baseline, looking top slot. That pass is broken up by Beliveau. Buccaneers again, up to the top of the zone. We go far side, a little fan ski there.
Holding.
Into the high slot. Beliveau doing a good job closing that lane. As Walsh was held up on the far side. Again, Buccaneers looking back door. Beliveau there to break that up, and a good save by Zachary David. As they have a minute 49 left in the penalty to Boudreau and a minute 22 left in the penalty to Laird right now. 8:16 left in the third period. Again, the score is still 5-4 in favor of the Buccaneers. Next draw, Walsh ties his man up. He's able to pull it back behind the goal line. Bonneville collapses down. He fires it. And that'll make its way back over center here.
Slow.
As this 5-on-3 continues. Get a full 2 minutes 5-on-3 here. And then some time left over on the 5-on-4. Walsh on the back check. Tries to cut to the center. Walsh settles it down. Fires it, not able to clear it, but the Buccaneers have to settle it down and they set back up in the zone here. As their high slot, they go back door. Shot, saved by Zachary David, punched away by Zvoneveld. Rebound as the Buccaneers are able to get it on net as they settle it down. Short side, high slot shot, and covered up by Zachary David as the net's off. Minute 2 left in the penalty to Boudreau. 35 seconds up there, still remaining on the penalty to Laird. It's a long kill out there for Walsh and Beliveau. And even Zvoneveld logging some big minutes on this kill.
And a 5-on-3 kill.
Yeah. And that draw is won by the Buccaneers. Back to the blue line. As they again move it baseline. Gonna look high slot here. As that pass takes a funny hop down low. Baseline. As that pass right through the crease, but can't connect. And the Buccaneers again come down the middle. Go short side. Shot. Must be net off maybe again. 13 seconds left in the penalty to Laird. 40 seconds left in the penalty to Laird, or to Boudreau. So another D zone draw to the left of Zachary David here. 7:07 left in the third period. As Laird's going to be looking to jump out of the box here on the kill. As you still have the same killers out there for the Thunderbirds. As Walsh will take this draw again. Draws one back by the Buccaneers again, down low. Shot one-timer, saved by David. And now Buccaneers again, they'll move back into the high zone. As they do baseline out front, one-time shot is wide of the goal. Laird back now for the Thunderbirds. As they get the puck high in the slot, rebound, backhand is wide of the goal. Bonneville down here trying to break this play up, he does. And the Buccaneers will reset. They step out off baseline. Tip it high in the zone, it's gonna clear. That's 5 seconds left on the penalty to Boudreau. As he'll be back on the ice here as the Buccaneers try to go back door, cleared out there by Zvoneveld. Cormier off the bench with some speed. He's able to dump it into the Buccaneers zone here with 6 minutes, 15 seconds left. As the Bucks look to send that high lob all the way down the ice. This time they will blow it down icing. Incroyable.
Oh, that was a big 2 minute 5 on 3 or more than 2
it's
minutes.
2 minute 5 on 3, and I think there was 2:27 in the penalty to Boudreau.
That's a big
when
kill.
Laird was called there. So
big kill right there.
On top of that, Boudreau 4-minute hit to the head penalty. So finally, the Thunderbirds may be able to think about some offense here. Offensive zone draw coming. As it's one to the wall by Landry, back to the blue line. Play to the half wall to Cormier. It's broken up there, but he's able to keep it in here. As Cormier moves it down to McGillis. McGillis back door for Landry. As that came off a little hot, not able to direct it towards the net. And now the Buccaneers. Long pass, it's gonna be waved off icing because the hybrid rule.
That didn't work when Connor did it though.
Yeah, he wasn't wearing the right color jersey. McGillis with the one touch into the middle, a fortuitous bounce. Landry to Cormier to the backhand, a big save.
Get up, boys. Get up, boys.
By McCollum there for the Buccaneers.
That's a big
Or
save.
sorry, Collum to Wolf. As Finney hangs on, he'll dump it down below the goal line. And now the Buccaneers with it as they stretch it out. In all alone on Zachary David, goes to the backhand, big save. 5:14 in the third. Still 5-4. Here for the Buccaneers after the teams exchange high danger scoring chances. D-zone draw here. It's going to be Owen Shediak taking this one. That's won by Owen, and then moved around the zone here. Copage, funny hop off the boards as it's held in. Boudreau goes rink wide for Lindberner, hops over his stick, and now the Buccaneers will play it off the wall. Just punch back down into the zone here.
Did you guys notice how the face-off circles are more towards the center of the ice? Look how far the hash marks are
from the wall.
From the wall.
Oh yeah.
It's very wide, huh? A big
Yeah.
gap. I just noticed that.
As long as it's the same on both ends of the ice, I guess.
Yeah.
Fair is fair. Buccaneers down low here as they look to work it towards the front of the net. Centering attempt there, broken up, and now swept up here to Lindberner. Lindberner, rink wide for Copage. Copage, headman's to Shediak. Shediak back to Copage.
Nice try.
It's broken up, but back onto the stick of Lindberner as he
the
fires it
Burgermeister.
off the blocker and over into the netting.
Nice shot.
Burgermeister.
If his stick had more flex. If his stick had more flex, Luke.
I think au contraire, Jonathan. That was destined for the top left corner. Just a great save.
It was a great save.
Ensuing draw as Walsh battles his man there. The Buccaneers are forced to swing it around the far wall. And it does make its way out to center. Walsh with a poke check high in the zone here, and the Buccaneers forced to battle along the wall here with Young. Zvoneveld, as he collapses back. Bouncing puck comes out to Beliveau.
High stick.
Beliveau settles it down and moves it up the wall, and they're able to clear it to center, but Buccaneers with it now as they go D to D. Reset here as they step in and dump it into the corner here for Zvoneveld. He plays it off the end wall. Walsh going to be there at the same time as his offensive threat now is Zvoneveld as he battles down low. And that looks like a delayed penalty going to the Buccaneers.
For them, yeah.
Walsh outlets to Landry. Landry as he stretches it out here to Laird. Laird into the zone. He's going to delay. Hangs on. Sees Cormier. Cormier to the middle of the ice here. He fires through traffic. Rebound. It's going to be touched up here by the Buccaneers with 3:11. As it looks like it's going to be 2-minute holding penalty against the Buccaneers. So the Thunderbirds go to the Limburner Electrical power play, JW.
Number 13 on the ice too for the p-p.
The peeper. The papa. Oh, to start. Nope. Timeout. Called by the Thunderbirds bench. Gonna really step back and set up some ozone play here. You know, you got some Dr. Dre on and some Snoop Dogg. It really sets the stage. So what do you think the plan is here, JW?
The puck on the net.
Yeah. I think you're going to see Hudson's been on net front presence.
Yeah, we need someone net front, big body there, fire pucks on the net, and try to keep them. The guys got to know not to shoot them like up high. It's got to be really like knee low, so that shot can get through to the net and also generate a rebound. So we're going to see some bodies in front of the net.
Oh, we got Hudson
At the point?
Taking the shift off.
Oh.
We got Walsh, Boudreau.
Nice win. Nice
McGillis.
win. Nice win.
Cormier and Laird. McGillis to Laird. Laird fires it. Rebound. Over to Cormier. It's Cormier. Back to Boudreau. Boudreau to Cormier. Cormier looking for McGillis streaking in. As McGillis will settle it down here now. Goes to Boudreau. High in the zone. His shot through traffic is wide of the goal. McGillis going to pick it up here at the ring-end line. High in the zone. McGillis. Over to Cormier. Cormier to the middle of the ice. Over to Boudreau. Boudreau. He fires a shot in front off a skate.
Nice.
Held in there by Cormier.
Nice work by
McGillis
Cormier.
looking out front to Walsh. Walsh back to Cormier. Cormier over to Laird. Laird looking back door to McGillis. His one touch looking for a streaking Boudreau as Boudreau plays it off the wall to Laird. Laird here now over to Cormier in the far side. Cormier plays it off the wall down deep in the zone here. Walsh as he goes to work down below the goal line. Frees it up. McGillis centers it there for Laird, but it makes its way to Cormier. Cormier short side to Walsh. Walsh turns, fires. Makes its way through the crease and then out to McGillis. McGillis over to Cormier. Cormier now looking to the net. It's McGillis. Scores! Cormier connects with McGillis to tie it up with 1:46 left in the third period on the power play.
What a shot by McGillis. What a rip. That was a beauty.
Yep. Great passing play as things opened up and the boys connected.
Good PP. We moved the puck well and we battled hard and won the puck battle, so it's good.
Who made the pass there, Mathieu? Cormier?
Yeah, Cormier made it to McGillis. Yeah.
Beautiful pass on the tape.
And the draw after the power play has it won back by the Thunderbirds. Laird with it now as he got it from Boudreau. Now back to Boudreau. To Laird as they regroup in the zone. Laird stretches it out for Copage, but it's going to make its way to Boudreau as he's able to dump it into the far corner. Limburner in on the forecheck. Limburner cuts back. Buccaneers able to punch it up the wall here. Buccaneers over center on the right side. Laird breaks that pass up. Then a back checking Copage. As that shot through traffic, Zonneveld knocks it down. Zonneveld upended there, but no call.
I guess because he wasn't skating with the puck when he got tripped, they didn't notice.
Maybe, as the Buccaneers push it into the far corner. Laird in on the back check. Cleared out to Limburner here, as Limburner's going to chip it up the wall.
Got a crazy father
reaching for it.
To our right.
Laird stretches it over to Copage. Copage, he's going to fire it into the zone. Limburner in on the forecheck. Buccaneers broken up and then dumped back into the zone there by Shediak, but Buccaneers now with it again. It's broken up by Young. Buccaneers in their own zone under some pressure here, as they are able to get it over center as they fire it in on the net of David. He'll kick it in behind the net. Zonneveld over to Young. Z-man, the D-man, you call him.
Yeah, he's had a great game.
Oh boy.
A little bit of
call a dive there, maybe.
Maybe some acting. Shediak back there. Buccaneers try to center it, broken up by Boudreau. Boudreau to Young. Young over centers. He'll dump it into the right corner. Boudreau in on the forecheck. And that'll do it for the third frame as we finish this regulation meetup with a 5-all tie here.
Don't we do 3-on-3?
Yes. Yeah, there's should be 5 minutes of 3-on-3 and then a shootout possibly, if needed.
I'm going to pause, boys, to save battery.
Sure.
You bet. We'll bring it back to you. Here we open up the overtime frame. 5 minutes of 3-on-3 action as we see McGillis, Cormier, and Laird out there for the Thunderbirds against the Buccaneers as their rink-wide pass off the shoulder of McGillis. McGillis able to break that play up as he'll move it back to Laird. Laird with it now as he goes over to Nolan McGillis. McGillis is going to settle things down. He leaves it for Cormier. Back to McGillis. McGillis looking up ice. Able to connect with Cormier over center. Cormier in on the right side as that puck is punched away from him down low. Buccaneers with it now as they try to stretch it out here. Misses the mark, and now Laird back for your Thunderbirds to pick it up. Laird under some pressure. He kicks it up ice with some speed. Laird in on the left side as he's hit into the wall there. Cormier will dig that out. Back out to McGillis.
Throw it on net.
McGillis here as it squeaks its way outside the blue line, and the Thunderbirds have to come tag up. Two guys over the wall here for the Thunderbirds as McGillis able to move it back to Boudreau and go for a change as well. Boudreau, Beliveau, and Walsh out there now for the Thunderbirds. Beliveau back to pick it up. Beliveau going to take some speed up the left wall.
Oh, there you go.
As he gains his own. He's got Walsh with him. Beliveau wide. Oh. Loses that puck last second there. And then it's stretched out, intended for the Buccaneers, but just out of the reach. Boudreau back here now. As you see the icing waved off. How's that going overtime? Boudreau with it now.
They don't ice the puck every time we do, it gets called.
Okay. Boudreau as Beliveau is back there to support. Headmans to Walsh. Walsh to Beliveau. Beliveau to Walsh. Walsh going to turn up ice here now as he gains the Buccaneers zone. Walsh back up the wall to Beliveau, high slot to Walsh. Walsh gets around his man. He's going to cut towards the net here under pressure. As Walsh pinned against the wall down low.
No, can't have 3 down.
Yeah, that's dangerous.
So we're 2.5 minutes left in the OT frame. Walsh able to dig it out. As he turns and looks to fire there to Boudreau, just out of his reach, and looks like we're going to get some fresh Thunderbirds over the wall here now as Limburner goes over with Young.
Hit him. Oh, jeez. It was an interesting play.
Young on the back check here as the Buccaneers control. They play it off the wall. Boudreau still on there for the Thunderbirds as the Buccaneers go far side. That shot broken up on the way there, and now Young under pressure as he'll try to come up the right-hand wall. Limerick's going to skate
Hudson,
into it here.
Go, Hudson.
Hudson with some speed, short side. Tries to get it across there for Young as they narrowly missed the connection. And they're back 2-on-1, but Limburner and Young back as that shot is high and over the net. Minute 32 left in the overtime frame here as it's held in by the Buccaneers. Laird, as he'll settle it down and come up ice. Laird gains his own. Moves it back to Cormier. Cormier, Laird, and Limburn are out there right now with 1:10 left. Cormier's gonna regroup as Limburner changes for McGillis. Cormier beats his man. He's got McGillis with him. He connects on the left wing. McGillis back to Cormier. Cormier, he'll delay. Back to McGillis. McGillis. As he hits Cormier. Cormier high slot. It's broken up there, but onto the stick of McGillis. McGillis to Cormier. Cormier holds it in. McGillis 3-on-1. He looks far side. Rebound. He scores!
Wow.
So the rebound.
Bus ride just got shorter on the way home, boys. Woo!
36.6 seconds left in the OT frame, and McGillis capitalizes.
Yes, sir.
For the T-Birds.
Hey,
is that the Hattie?
I don't know. At least 2 for sure.
He got at least 2. He had the last 2 goals. So.
Holy, that's quite the comeback.
Yeah.
Down 4 goals.
4-0 on the road in the second period.
Well, like I say, the second period, the Thunderbirds outscored the Buccaneers 4-1. So after that, heck of a comeback.
Big comeback.
So we want to thank everybody for tuning into this broadcast. Unfortunately, it wasn't live, but we hope you enjoyed it nonetheless as we get to tune in and see your Thunderbirds pull off an exciting 6-5 OT win against the Buccaneers.
And referees.
And we look forward to bringing you some exciting Thunderbirds action next weekend, as we'll be here to call the play-by-play, all the goals, the penalties, the power plays, and we'll see everybody then. So thanks a lot.
Go Leafs.
Saturday night from Tantallon, Nova Scotia. Signing off. Cheers.